so much of coping and overcoming is about connection and support.
Mental health and the need for well-being is not visible. And it's also not something that people talk about.
You know, we're such social beings, humans, and it makes a big, big impact when we reach out to someone and say, I need a hand with this. I can't hold this on my own.
What would you suggest are the 3 things they should be doing?
Number 1, get better at identifying your own personal triggers and really listen to them. I think all of us know what it's like to be like, oh, I don't feel quite right. My body's trying to tell me something, but I don't have time to slow down. So I'm just going to pretend everything's fine. I think it's having the discipline and the willingness to actually action something when the signals pop up. The second thing to do would be reach out for help. People rely on people, and you have so many amazing resources at Microsoft to be utilized that have almost no barrier to entry. So there's very little downside, including a discussion with your manager, if appropriate, around what's happening and how they can support you. And the third thing would be have a self-care plan. So what things help you, whether it be exercise or diet or sleep, that you can come back to and anchor in to provide a sense of stability. We are all bound by this want to find happiness and be loved and feel like we're enough. And so often the problem becomes lighter when we know that we're not alone. And for me, that inspired a complete devotion to the world of mental health. And since leaving Microsoft and actually doing the work and seeking help and reaching out for support, all those things that feel really hard and challenging, when you overcome that barrier like I did, I find that the other side of that is a whole level of coping and resilience and thriving that I never thought possible.
How can we support them?
To listen. Don't underestimate the power of listening, because a lot of time someone just wants to feel heard and understood way more than they're looking for the right advice. They just don't want to feel alone. The more and more we show and demonstrate that we're a trustworthy, safe person who is a human being underneath the natural facade we put on at work, the more people will naturally seek us out and volunteer their problems to us.
We have to allow people, create an environment and give them comfort that they don't cover. They rise up, they acknowledge, as Mitch said, they think about their personal well-being, and we have such a role to play in enabling them to get better. The organization has a collective responsibility, and the individual also has a responsibility, and the two should come together to help improve and create better impact.